Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
You know who Lauren is, don't you?
Yes, that's my colleague. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, baby. Can't wait to see you tonight. You, same here, baby girl.
Your Honor, we were...
I got us a room with a view. It's about to go down. In my courtroom, it's about equity and fairness. Stop. Is that true? I don't want you to understand. I want you to overstand.
Yes, sir.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. Justice should be more than just some foreign concept. I actually want you to learn something. That's not gonna happen. Not up in here, not today. And boom goes the dynamite.
Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Heather Jones claims her boyfriend told her to prove he was unfaithful and says the private investigator she hired did just that. So her cheating ex needs to pay up.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
Ms. Jones is suing James Tomich in the amount of $2,706.25.
All parties been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Deputy Thomas. Ms. Jones.
Hello.
You caught your boyfriend cheating,
Yes, sir.
and now you want him to come off of some coins because of his cheating ways.
Yes. So I'm suing him for $2,700 to pay for the private investigator.
Not just $2,700, $2,706.25.
You are correct, sir. Thank you for
Down
that.
to the penny.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's talk about first, what was your relationship with Mr. Tomich, and where did it go wrong?
We met in college.
Talk to me.
We were at a...
Eyes on judge.
Yes, yes, sir. So we met at a international festival
Okay.
in college, and yeah, he walked up to me in college, started the relationship by
Threw some lines on you,
throwing some lines on me.
and you started swooning.
Yeah, because he's from a foreign country, so I really wanted to know more about the country.
Where are you from, sir?
From Eastern Europe, from Serbia.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah.
He started throwing that accent on you, and you were like, oh, yes, whatever you say.
He is a charmer. He's a charmer.
Okay. And how long were you all together, sir?
We were together for 5 years.
For 5 years.
I liked her. We clicked immediately, and we
Okay.
hit it off.
All right.
Yeah.
And what caused you all to break up?
She is suing me for apparently cheating on her, and she was always attacking me for all kinds of things. And
Why, but you didn't answer my question. Why did you guys break up?
because of my alleged cheatings.
Are you saying you were not cheating?
Well, my definition of cheating is different with her, but she
What's
took
your
it-
definition of cheating? I want to hear your definition of cheating. What is it?
Like being in parallel relationships, which I didn't do. I just have many friends, Your Honor. I'm an actor, and I try to...
Okay, you're an actor.
Connections are big.
And you just have friends.
Yeah.
And are we talking about female friends?
Yes, female friends.
And these friends, what sort of friendships are we talking about?
Only business.
Only business?
yeah.
Okay, no hanky-panky?
No hanky-pankies.
At all?
At all.
With none of them?
None of them. Just
Not once?
Not once.
Okay.
You can see he's lying right off the
Through his
bat.
teeth, in my face. I'm offended. I was on your side.
Well, maybe it was a couple of times. Maybe it slipped. I
Now it comes out, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the truth. No, lie to me. Because isn't that the whole point of why we're here?
don't know. Yeah, sorry.
You have a problem with being honest. At the same time, once you're busted, you might as well fess up. And you were busted.
I was. I just didn't thought that it would escalate to
I
this.
like him. I like the guy.
You wanted honesty.
I like him. Okay. You knew he was going to be a handful when you first met him.
Your Honor, I was never serious about it.
Hold on.
He was living with me.
Hold on. I want to explore further what I'm talking about with you now. You knew what you had. He was going to give you a lot to deal with. You knew that. Fair enough?
I knew that he was an actor, and I
Okay.
believed in his dreams.
Okay. And?
And I gave him chance after chance, and
Stop. Say that again.
I gave him chance after chance.
Say that again.
I gave him chance after chance.
Okay. You gave him a chance because what did he do? He cheated on you, right? Yes.
Yes.
Allegedly.
No, we're not playing that game anymore. He cheated on you. He fessed up.
Yes.
Okay. Why did you give him another chance?
Coming up on America's Court.
You're hurting her. Are you not picking up on that?
I am, Your Honor, but I never meant to hurt her.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you because your actions are speaking too loudly.
And later,
You're suing because of an ashtray.
Yes, sir.
What's so special about this ashtray?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Hold up. It's
You're saying nothing to you, but if it were nothing to him, we wouldn't be here.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. America's Court is back with the case of Heather Jones, who is suing James Tomich for breach of contract.
So you caught him, you forgave him one time. You caught him, you forgave him a second time. You caught him, you forgave him a third time. What's up with that?
Well, Your Honor, I'm trying to have my self-respect, move on with my life.
You're hurting her.
I never meant to
Are
hurt
you
her,
not
Your Honor.
picking up on that?
I am, Your Honor, but I never meant to hurt her. And she's acting.
I'm sorry,
like
I
she's-
can't hear you.
I never meant to hurt her. She's acting like she's
I'm
saying.
sorry, I can't hear you because your actions are speaking too loudly. You can't say I don't mean to hurt her and continue to engage in behavior that's hurtful.
I love her and she supports me and sees the potential in me and my career and she's always there for me. But this life is just, things happen sometimes.
I got it. Okay. Let's talk about this dollar amount.
I hired a private investigator
Why did you need to hire a private investigator to tell you something you already knew?
because he literally said verbatim, if you can prove that I'm cheating, I'll pay for it. Because he just kept being so annoyed that I kept
This
trying
is
to
after you had
confront
already
him.
caught him 3 times.
Yeah.
Why did you need to have additional proof? Because when someone tells you who they are, believe them. And do you recall having the conversation with her about?
Your Honor, it was the time that we broke up. She went crazy on me. I did it just from duress because she started breaking stuff.
What did you do under duress?
Said that get a private investigator and if he caught me cheating, then I'll pay for it.
You said that to her.
Under duress, I wasn't being serious because she was getting so angry, she was being so violent. I just wanted to calm her down to get out of the situation because I never seen her being crazy like that. She always accuses me of
You said
all
she was
kinds of
being
stuff.
crazy, and then you mentioned something about throwing things.
Yes.
Were you throwing things at him?
I didn't throw anything at him. The only time that I have ever thrown anything, it was my own phone and it was at the ground. Like,
Okay.
I was angry.
In the moment of him saying, if you can prove through a private investigator, I'll pay for it, was it pretty heated? Were you
It
pretty
was
amped up?
It was heated.
Okay.
Like the cheating, like I have evidence.
Yeah, show me all your evidence. Just give me the whole thing.
Okay,
And
yes, sir. There you go.
ultimately, let's talk about the fact that you then went out and hired a private investigator.
Also in that file are some screenshots of some text messages. I think a woman named Lauren.
You know who Lauren is, don't you?
Your Honor, I'm an
Don't
actor.
you?
Yes, that's my colleague. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, baby. Can't wait to see you tonight. You. Same here, baby girl.
Your Honor, we were.
I got us a room with a view. It's about to go down. Your colleague.
We're actors. It was method acting. We were just rehearsing lines.
And then there's Terry. There's Terry. Hey, baby, can I stop by and see you? Sure thing, I'm working from home. Then there's Ava. Yesterday was fun with the little devil emoji. I hope we can meet up again soon.
He likes that devil emoji.
And then Ava says, I would like that with the devil emoji. You are so wrong. Do we have these pictures on the plasma? That is not Miss Jones, unless I'm
Your Honor,
incorrect.
I'm European. That's how we greet. We just.
Oh, okay. You're losing me. You're losing me. All right. And who is this? Ava or Terry or Lauren?
Yeah, I think this one's Lauren.
Is that Lauren?
I'm not sure. I don't.
I know you can't keep up with all of them. So many women, so little time. Okay. You don't want to pay because?
Because I was in duress when I said that. I wasn't.
So then
being
a day
serious
later
about
you
it.
say, you know what, I was under duress. I'm not paying for anything. Did you do that?
I didn't thought that she was actually going to do it until
Until she did
escalated
it.
Until this. Well,
Got
yeah.
it.
And
I just want, like, at this point.
I'm good.
Okay.
Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, there is something in the law called detrimental reliance. And it's a legal concept, and what it deals with is if there is a promise and it is reasonably relied on and losses are sustained, the person who relied on the promise to their detriment is entitled to be compensated. So you promised, she relied on that promise, her reliance was reasonable, she suffered a loss. So how do you think I'm going to rule? Mr. Emoji.
Your Honor, I never meant to hurt her. It's just.
Oh, we're back to that line. The gavel comes down in favor of the plaintiff. You will pay her that $2,706.25 because if you didn't mean to hurt her and she's hurting over this money, pay the lady. That is the order. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $2,706.25.
Please stop cheating on women.
I'm sorry, baby. I never meant to hurt you. Maybe we can figure stuff out over dinner, no?
No.
Coming up on America's Court with Judge Ross.
I know that there's an ashtray that was destroyed.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Okay, if I'm being honest, the conflict started over a girl.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Tommy Vu claims he hooked up with a girl his friend liked and says the defendant smashed a collectible ashtray to get back at him. Mr. Vu is suing Dylan Hansen in the amount of $580.
We're here over an ashtray.
Yeah.
You're suing because of an ashtray.
Yes, sir.
I don't think we're here because of this ashtray.
Imagine that.
What's so special about this ashtray?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Hold up.
You're saying nothing to you.
There.
But if it were nothing to him, we wouldn't be here. But I have read and considered the case. So let's talk about what's going on here. You and Mr. Hansen have been friends.
Yeah.
How long?
For about 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
He destroyed my one-of-a-kind ceramic ashtray.
I know that there's an ashtray that was destroyed.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Okay, if I'm being honest, the conflict started over a girl.
Okay. Usually, girls are involved in conflicts between guys.
Yeah, right.
What was the conflict?
So after we graduated from college, we had planned on moving out to LA, and I talked to him about like becoming roommates, but I guess the timing wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that's it.
Just didn't work out. So I wanted to get my feet wet while he was figuring out, like planning out on
What he was going to do.
Yeah.
We also talked about the girl. So you know I got to know about the girl because I'm nosy.
Coming up on America's Court.
I met this girl, was gonna end up taking her on a date and see if it goes smooth. I said, look man, I got a crush on this girl. She's super nice, super sweet. Basically giving him the bro code rundown.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross. America's Court is back with the case of Tommy Vu, who is suing Dylan Hansen for property loss.
What's the story with the girl?
I met Sabrina probably about 2 months ago. Things are going pretty smooth. Was gonna end up taking her on a date. But before that date happened, all the guys were about to go out and some of the girls were going to go out as well. So I thought it'd be nice to invite Sabrina. I told him, I said, look, man, I got a crush on this girl. She's super nice, super sweet. Basically giving him the bro code rundown is kind of what I was doing. And
The bro code rundown.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Essentially, you were like, I got dibs.
Yeah.
I had, bro, you can't call dibs on a human, but I had established
Really
that I was,
distasteful.
I had interest,
Distasteful.
you know?
It's crazy.
You ended up hooking up with Sabrina.
Yeah, but it's not like I initiated it, you know, because as a man and, you know,
You picked up a vibe.
yeah.
Yeah. And so Sabrina was like, okay, I like that hair. Come here.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
exactly.
You were a little salty about it.
I don't think.
A little bit. You were like, bro, the code. I told you.
Yeah, I was definitely salty, and it was, he didn't tell two sides of the story. He walked up to Sabrina. He was trying to spit game on Sabrina. She wasn't opposed to the fact, but he did approach her first. And I did say, yo, this is.
So I'm going to share this with you, being the age that I am. It's been my experience where even before someone's approached, they're giving you energy. And it's up to you to either pick up on the energy and follow through, unless he's just amazing at spitting game. She was giving him some energy that said, come here.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. This is America's Court with Judge Ross.
Why was it important for me to know about Sabrina?
Because he was being emotional.
And you're saying what, that he took that out on you by breaking your ashtray? Because there was something special about this ashtray. What was it?
It's from an artist, ceramist named Evan Dognisto. I've been following his work on Instagram, and I thought it'd be a good investment to have an ashtray.
So this is someone known as creating art in the form of an ashtray,
Yes.
and it has value. And how did it break?
He invited me over after the whole Sabrina thing went down.
So he was like, let's make peace.
Yeah.
We've been friends for too long.
Exactly. And
How did the ashtray break?
I've never smoked weed before. I got too high, basically. And he said that he was going to watch over me.
Let's assume that's true. Did you break the ashtray?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Show me proof of the cost with respect to the ashtray. And I get it because you've been his ride or die, his wingman in other areas, and you kept your promise. Oh, it's very elaborate. I wasn't thinking it was to this extent.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It makes sense to me now, $580. Let me start with this. Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel is going to come down in favor of the plaintiff. You broke it. You have to pay for it. Judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $580. That is the order. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $580.
You heard the bro code. I heard your face.
Yeah.
All right, if we're done, we can step outside and sign the paperwork.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.